Rachel Maddow went to Dick Cheney's funeral yesterday. We can do this, people. It's Thanksgiving. Do yourself a favor, get over yourself, and go have it with your family.
If there's one thing we shouldn't have to say out loud in America, it's this: Thanksgiving should not be controversial. And yet here we are. A holiday built on food, family, and strategically passing out on the couch has somehow become the latest political war zone. You almost have to laugh at how absurd it is, but before we dive into the madness, do me a quick favor, tap that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos where we break down the chaos with humor and a whole lot of honesty. Alright, let's get into it, because wow, there's a lot to unpack. So Bill Maher kicked everything off with that classic Maher blend of sarcasm and common sense when he said he couldn't believe even Thanksgiving is now political. Honestly, same. When did stuffing, turkey, and sweet potato casserole become partisan landmines? Who looked at mashed potatoes and thought, this feels oppressive.
Happy Thanksgiving. I can't believe that even that now is a political issue. It is a real shame what's happened to this holiday, which used to be all about the good F's: food, friends, family, football, fun. And now it's fuck you. You're not even invited because you voted for the wrong person. I'm so tired of liberals ghosting half this country. Conservatives do it too, but not nearly as much. Look, whoever's doing it, it's got to stop, because we're at a point now where politics has broken up more families than letting your wife see your phone.
Maher hit on something real with this whole go no contact trend. It's not random internet drama, it's becoming an identity. People proudly announcing they won't sit with their own parents because of a vote. When did we turn into ideological Scientologists? Disconnection used to be a fringe idea. Now it's a personality trait. Even David Litt, an Obama speechwriter, admitted he used to snub conservative relatives and finally realized, yeah, that was dumb. You'd think people would say, good for you, personal growth. Nope. The woke wing basically tried to exile him for daring to suggest maybe we shouldn't cut off half the country over political disagreements. Imagine being punished for becoming a normal human again.
On the liberal side, there's two camps now. The we need to keep talking to people wing and the go no contact wing. That's what they call it now, go no contact. This belief that Trump voters, even if it's your own parents, are too deplorable for human contact and must be cut off. You know, like Scientologists do to suppressive people. A former speechwriter for Obama named David Litt wrote an op-ed this year called, "Is it time to stop snubbing your right-wing family?" where he admitted he'd had a change of heart and that was the wrong approach. So of course then the woke wing tried to banish him for breaking ranks on their policy of hating people who don't agree with you on everything, because what fun is life if you're not cutting somebody off?
And then there's Molly McNerney, Jimmy Kimmel's wife and head writer, who talked about losing relationships because she emailed her relatives 10 reasons not to vote for Trump, and they didn't comply. 10 whole reasons. But as Maher said, even with 100 reasons, an ultimatum isn't persuasion. It's pressure, and pressure doesn't make people rethink their politics, it makes them rethink you. That line hit hard.
Molly McNerney, Jimmy Kimmel's wife and head writer, went public on this topic recently, so I feel it's fair to comment respectfully in public. She says she's lost relationships with relatives because she wrote them an email before the election with 10 reasons why they shouldn't vote for Trump, and some still didn't obey. So, you know, 10 reasons. I can think of 100. But I would never present it to someone as an ultimatum. Ultimatums don't make people rethink their politics, they make them rethink you.
Because it's true, the far left has turned Thanksgiving into some unbearable moral exam, as if sitting next to your Fox News watching uncle is equivalent to dining with a war criminal. Newsflash, it's not that deep. Disagreeing at the dinner table isn't oppression. It's called family. That if anything, refusing to show up because someone supports the wrong candidate reveals more about your character than theirs. Thanksgiving is supposed to be a pause, a moment to breathe, to appreciate the good, even if it's small. But some people are so consumed by resentment, they can't pretend to be grateful for one single day. Bitterness has become a lifestyle. Maher joked that some liberals treat values as code for "I'm the only one with a moral compass." And here's the kicker. Maher votes Democrat. Is not speaking from the right, he's speaking from a place where common sense used to live. His point is simple: if 77 million Americans didn't trust your side with power, maybe ask why instead of acting like you're the only person who cares about the country.
Somewhere along the way, my values became code for I'm the only one with a moral compass. You know what would have been a better exercise? Write a top 10 list to yourself where you try to imagine 10 reasons why 77 million Americans didn't want to trust you with taking power. And I say that as someone who votes Democratic. As I like to remind my very pure friends, we voted for the same person. You're just why she lost.
But instead, the left doubled down. They turned Trump into a cartoon villain, the boogeyman hiding under America's bed. And instead of dealing with political disappointment like adults, debating, organizing, persuading, they melt down. Every day becomes a new emotional emergency. They attack him non-stop, exaggerate every flaw, blame him for literally everything. And the craziest part, a lot of them have no clue what he actually did or didn't do. Their anger is mostly vibes, and when vibes drive politics, everything becomes a crisis, including Thanksgiving dinner.
You really not get it at this point? Everything with him is done through personal relationships. He's a people guy. Trust me, he's not at home at night poring over the briefing books. This is government by people is saying. If anything, we need more people like me having dinner with him. You complain he's surrounded by ass-kissers, but your strategy is to make sure no one but ass-kissers are around him? You are not serious people.
Disagreement doesn't ruin a family gathering. Refusing to show up does. Adults can sit in the same room with people who think differently without needing emotional life support. You can debate, you can clash a little, and then you pass the gravy like normal human beings. Not every conversation has to be a moral war.
Rachel Maddow went to Dick Cheney's funeral yesterday. We can do this, people. It's Thanksgiving. Do yourself a favor, get over yourself, and go have it with your fam.
And that brings us to the bigger theme, the far left's deep hostility toward free speech. You've seen it. Say something even slightly outside the approved script and they don't argue, they try to destroy you. The goal isn't conversation. It's punishment. It's fear. Agree with us, or else. Dig up decade-old tweets. Email HR, demand firings, blacklist people. Cancel them. If that fails, attack their spouse, their friends, their social life. This isn't disagreement. It's ideological warfare, and Maher pointed to the UK as the warning sign. People being arrested over tweets. Graham Linehan, famous writer, detained by police, not for threats, not for violence, but for wrong opinions about gender. That's where this mindset leads. America's not there yet, but you can see the seeds.
But it also can't become what the UK is now, a place where you get arrested for tweets, something that happens 12,000 times a year now in Britain. Last week, the Irish sitcom writer Graham Linehan, who's won an Emmy and 5 BAFTA awards, got off a plane at Heathrow and got arrested by 5 British cops. Not because he was selling drones to the Houthis, just because he's a crank who spends way too much time online ranting about gender ideology, which is an odd obsession for a comedian from across the pond, because if men weren't allowed to dress as women, British comedy wouldn't exist.
Maher's message: you can't defend silencing people. Even Lisa Cook, a Federal Reserve Board member, tried to get a professor fired for not being enthusiastic enough about MLK Day. Not insulting, not hateful. Just insufficient enthusiasm. We're now policing tone, volume, and passion. It's not enough to agree, you have to agree correctly, loudly, and with the approved phrasing. If that's not ideological control, what is?
Don't be a hypocrite and defend attacks on speech from the left, because you either get the concept or you don't. And sadly, a lot of people don't anymore. Yes, mostly the young who were never taught it by their derelict educational system. But also Lisa Cook. She's the Fed board member Trump is trying to fire for bullshit reasons, and they are bullshit. But when she tried to get another professor fired because he once, according to one student, was less than rapturous about Martin Luther King Day, no, she should know better. She said free speech should have its limits. Yes, it should, and does. And this comes nowhere close to them.
And Ricky Gervais said it perfectly: if you don't believe in someone's right to say things that offend you, you don't believe in free speech. Free speech that only protects what you like isn't free speech, it's censorship dressed in virtue. Freedom means hearing things that annoy you. It means putting up with opinions you think are stupid. From J.K. Rowling's Essaysto, Dave Chappell's Jokesto, Graham Linehan's cranky tweets, you don't have to like any of it, but demanding people be fired, isolated, or jailed because you hated a punchline,
if you
that's
don't
not
believe in a
justice.
person's right to say things that you might find grossly offensive, then you don't believe in freedom of speech. You shouldn't have to eat your words at the airport. The chicken Alfredo on the flight was bad enough. So, Linehan may be crude, but there's plenty of non-crazy people, liberal people, who think the left has gone a little mad with trans issues. Some have expressed that opinion with literary sophistication, like J.K. Rowling. Some by getting big laughs, like Dave Chappelle. And some are downright ugly about it, like Linehan. But ugly is the price of a freedom so great as speech.
That's authoritarianism with emojis. And all of this ties back to Thanksgiving because the mindset is the same: conform completely or you're out. Agree with us fully or you don't deserve a place at the table. Disagree even slightly and we'll shame you, exile you, or cancel you. That's not how a free society works. It's not how families survive. It's not how democracy functions. A healthy society debates ideas. It doesn't destroy people. It makes room for nuance. It accepts complexity. It understands. Disagreement is normal, not hostility. And honestly, the inability to tolerate other viewpoints is the biggest threat to freedom we face right now, not Trump's tweets, not your uncle's bad takes, not awkward dinner conversations. It's the cultural crusade demanding silence, emotional obedience, and ideological purity. Thanksgiving should be a break from all that, a reset, a reminder that gratitude matters more than outrage, and family matters more than political points. And that's why Maher's message hits so hard. If you can't sit at a table with someone who disagrees with you, the problem isn't them. It's you. So that brings it full circle. Politics shouldn't sever connections, holidays shouldn't be battlegrounds, free speech shouldn't be conditional, and disagreement should never be treated like violence. If we can't tolerate different viewpoints, we can't call ourselves free.